many we have too many Jews.
The following may contain offensive language, adult humor, and or content that some viewers may find offensive. The views and opinions expressed by any one speaker does not explicitly or necessarily reflect or represent those of Mark Radulich or W2M Network. Please listen with caution, or don't listen at all. All right. That might be the first time in the history of doing this show I didn't use a copyrighted intro music. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, the mandated reporter, and frankly, I'm mortified, Mr. Mark Radulich, and this is the inaugural Metal Hammer of Doom Jukebox. Yes, what was once the Metal Hammer of Doom and the MHOD Extra have now formed a new podcast from those two, and we're calling it the Metal Hammer of Doom Jukebox. It's the same Metal Hammer of Doom podcast you've come to know and love, just in now video format, and we're not going to go track by track. We're not going to play through the album like we used to. We're going to talk in brief about it. We'll play a couple of music videos and tell sexy stories. And here he is, the man who is nothing but sexy stories himself, good old Dick Titten. That's the disapproving dad to you and every other 50 names that I gave him that I can't think of right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Juicy J, Jesse Starcher, how do you do, sir?
Oh, my goodness, Mark Radulich. It is the end of a hell of a week around the Starcher household, so it's good to be talking some metal music, some videos today. You know, the Metal Hammer of Jukebox. That's what I was going to call it. That's not what it is. The Metal Hammer of Doom Jukebox. As it scrolls across my screen here, it's good to be here, guys. Ready to talk some metal.
And of course, joining us as he has always for the man who started the Metal Hammer of Doom with me, the working man. That's what he am. Robert Cooper, how do you do, sir?
I am working harder than a hooker who hasn't eaten in 3 days.
Not one of your better ones. This is a really auspicious start. What do you think of the intro?
Did you make that yourself?
I did. Well, I used the YouTube copyright-free music and just typed in angry music, and I went to find the one that I thought suited the podcast, and then I slapped our logo on it, and then at the end I screamed into my microphone.
Nice.
With my hoarse, cold allergy voice.
Did you do that right now, or did you record that and that's what we're going to hear from here on out?
No, it's a odd way you phrase that question. So when I told you guys, hey, we're gonna go at 9:15 instead of 9 o'clock because I need to quick edit something together.
Gotcha.
That's what I was working on, because I suddenly realized I don't want to go into this with the Metal Hammer of Doom snippet that you gave me.
Yeah.
Metal Hammer of Doom Extra.
For some reason, I thought that you were going to every episode just yell into your microphone as it plays.
Just do it fresh.
It's like, oh, this will be interesting.
January 2nd, yo, Metal Hammer of Doom, you know. Coming at you live.
It's like every couple episodes you miss the cue. This is shit.
Like Rick running into frame. Oh, I'm here. Metal Hammer of Doom. So our schedule, again, off to an auspicious start. Our schedule got screwed up because we were supposed to do the very last Metal Hammer of Doom was supposed to be our Slipknot The End So Far review, but I'm social. So I just killed it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have time for this. I have people to attend to, Jesse. You understand?
Sure.
You got people to do and things to see.
No, my goodness.
That's right. I have adult party houses to attend, people.
Oh no. Let's just hope nobody got kicked out of any of the rooms.
Yes.
So far, so good. So far, we have
Cross
not
your
been
fingers.
ejected from a playroom. Not since the summer, at least. But I wasn't there.
I mean, I just heard about it from a little bird. That's all.
That's right.
I don't know anything else.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, no, we've all been well behaved and mostly sober through our experiences lately. So anyway, so I ended up killing that review, and I'm like, all right, well, we need something to talk about for the first ever Metal Hammer of Doom jukebox. And I was like, well, we'll do it then. So that way I can kind of keep on the same thing here. And I think we should do at least one album review per show. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You know, like kind of like what we were doing again for the Metal Hammer of Doom proper, just not the way we were doing it. Because I was just actually telling Melissa, you know, like I was really excited to do the show tonight because, you know, it's a new era. We're doing something different because we were all way burnt out by the end of the Metal Hammer of Doom. We're just like, fuck this album. Like the reviews were taking less time than the Metal Hammer of Doom Extra, which was supposed to be only 15 minutes long.
Which I think part of the problem was the fact that the Metal Hammer of Doom Extra took so long. By the time we hit the main podcast, everybody was either tired or tired.
There was a couple of like marathon recording sessions where we're between personal stuff and just two different recordings. We weren't done until like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then like I had to be up the next day. You know,
yeah.
Jesse, you're awfully quiet, Jesse.
Oh, I'm just hanging out. I'm waiting to get to the album. I'm excited to be here, though. Don't mistake my silence for being quiet. Or yeah, actually do that. Mistake my silence for being quiet.
Typically, those two things go together, unless, of course, you two have a psychic link.
Oh,
we do. Jesse.
Uh-oh.
See you, Mark. What do you think of that? He gets smart with me. I just kick him right off the podcast.
The psychic link that you truly had was between yourself and his internet connection.
Coop, by the way, I find it interesting. You know, we're talking about the job thing.
Yeah.
Left-hand corner of your screen, at least according to me.
Yeah, I love it when StreamYard has problems.
I see
the Lowe's
thing hovering over your shoulder ominously.
There we go. Now we're all back.
Yeah, so this is what used to be my bedroom. It's the spare room. So my stepdad keeps all of his tools in here. My mom has all of her like knitting and like crocheting shit.
Gotcha.
So yeah, the Lowe's bucket is yeah, it is. It's just like, oh yeah, hey, don't forget to be on time to places
and not lose your job.
Yeah.
All right, so since Jesse's like in a big fucking rush to like go back to his wife and watch TikToks,
bro, she is up. Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably all I would be doing. I'd get in bed and I would hear some lady talking about, you know, her mini packs that she's opening. Hooray!
Right, let's get on with the review since Jesse's in a big rush to get through the show tonight.
Sure. I can do another 5-10 minutes of intro if you want. I ain't got no problem.
I was like, my screen crashed momentarily, and I came back in, and I'm just like, what? I wonder what they're talking about. And he's like, this is my attic that I'm currently living in. I'm like, oh, great.
This is my tablecloth.
What a way to rapture the audience.
Actually, yeah. There's the tablecloth right there. That's great.
There you go.
Some car wax.
Nobody gives a shit, Cooper. Here's what everyone really wants to know. Where's Natalia? Hi, Natalia.
She is currently. She is currently. She's at her. All right. She's at her house studying medical shit. She just had a birthday actually.
Oh,
happy birthday, Natalia.
Hey, happy birthday.
And then we have an anniversary next week, so that'll be fun.
So what's she like 19 now?
27. It's a good age.
All right.
As long as you're not a celebrity, because that's when they all die, right?
Right.
Oh, God.
There's actually a graphic novel titled 27, and specifically about that.
Huh? I didn't know that.
Check that out.
It's like Aaron Carter died yesterday. May he rest in spaghetti.
Man.
Never forget. I said to my buddy Nick, who one day might be on this podcast.
Hey, it's the first one for the Kilometer of Doom Jukebox.
I told him, I asked him, do you think he tried to beat Shaq again?
Oh,
Kobe.
All
right, let's get into Slipknot. The End So Far. The End So Far is the 7th studio album by American heavy metal band Slipknot. It was released on September 30th, 2022 through Roadrunner Records. This is the band's final album to be released through Roadrunner, whom the band signed with in 1998. I was just graduating college then. The album is dedicated to co-founder and former member Joey Jordison, who passed away in 2021. So we did a video review, I think, for what was it, Yen, Jesse?
For I can't remember actually.
Like a month ago.
It's been forever
ago, man. There was like a hurricane in between. I don't remember anymore.
Right, dude. There's only a couple songs that I think were dropped off of this album so far. So I can't think.
Singles were the Chapeltown Rag, which fucking is dope, by the way. November 5th, 2021. Yeah, I have Spotify has a thing where you can do like your favorite songs and you heart them and it'll make a playlist for you. The Chapeltown Rag is on that. That is an amazing Slipknot song.
Mm-hmm.
The other two are the Dying Song, Time to Sing, and Yen. So I know I've told you guys in the past, like the story about how I was working in a record store and I went to go put on the new Metallica. I believe it was Load at the time. And it was a 6 CD changer when we used to have those. And I put it in and I hear this like light, airy piano music and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, what happened to Metallica? And like, it turns out it was Cat Stevens. Took me a few minutes to realize that. I had a very similar moment. I was driving I'm going to do a pot festival on Saturday, Jesse. You know what a pot festival is, Jesse?
As a matter of fact, a lot of ramen being cooked there.
Was it?
Not that kind of pot, you square.
That went right over my head. I was like, I mean, I guess they'd have the munchies, yeah.
So anyway, I got asked because I'm social to go to this like pot convention that was at an outdoor like antique flea market in Mount Dora, Florida. Cannabis Fest is what they called it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it was like so you nerds, you squares, you've been to comic book conventions, right?
Yeah,
negative.
A few.
I've only been to 2 wrestling conventions in my life. That's it.
Okay, you've been to a convention, yes, of some description.
I did, yes.
Okay, so you know how they're set up. It's like the vendors, right? Like what fucking Alexis does when she goes to various cons and whatnot. So there's various vendors, booths, whatever. Usually focusing on whatever the theme of the convention is, but people skate outside of that and they'll like, oh, I'm gonna slide in here and sell my wares. So this was mostly like a lot of different like medical marijuana tent set up. Places where they were selling bongs, some
bongs.
Like clothing places.
I'm sure there's probably bongs all over that place, man.
Yeah, there were, buddy. There were bongs made out of vases.
I was gonna say, dude, had been some great craftsmanship going on.
Oh my God, I kept reminding me of like Dennis Leary's line about like I stopped smoking pot because I didn't want to build anything. I made a bong out of this guy's head. Yeah, there were bongs made out of all kinds of shit. But nice. There was a tent there. There was at least 2 different tents where they were selling like psychedelics, like legit selling mushrooms.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then.
For those of
did they have pictures of the cows that shit for the mushrooms to grow?
Well, like a celebrity, like you could like get a signed autograph.
Oh,
get a hoof print.
Moo.
Mabel.
I want to get a picture with the cow. Moo. Moo. I don't know why the cow is sexy in all of these, but
because
anyway.
Not the cow is also social.
No. Wow.
The cow also gets forcibly ejected out of sex parties.
Oh man. Shat on the floor, guaranteed.
I
was gonna say those aren't udders.
I was worried we were gonna have a fun show. Anyway, so I went to Cannabis Fest in Mount Dora, and on the way there, I was listening to the new Slipknot album, and I hear the first track,
Yeah,
and Jesse,
right.
like, talk to me, baby. Like,
Yeah.
Adderall, that first
That is
track.
the
I was
first
convinced that
track.
wasn't the new Slipknot. I'm like, did I put the wrong thing on again? Did I put on Cat Stevens?
Right, dude. Yeah, that's one of my few notes on the album itself. Is like, if you listen to this, you would be thinking that, oh man, did Slipknot decide to go a totally different direction with their
Hello,
music?
we're Slipknot. Ding, 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 ding.
I was like,
fuck?
is this going to set the pace for the album?
Like, please, not another band disappointing me, going all soft.
Yeah, I was really concerned when I heard Adderall.
Yeah, Adderall.
Luckily, though, that is not the case. It's a great way.
Sour?
Yeah, well, really, I mean, it kind of makes
let them
you
go
wonder.
do fucking Stone Sour on the Stone Sour album and leave my Slipknot pure and angry. Like, I like it.
Right. And the good thing is I mean, I guess as an opener, that's fine, because afterwards we ratchet it up. I mean, I'm okay with it being. I mean, a whole band, I'm sure, signed off on that song being the opener. So,
at least some of them did, because I realized looking up the roster of the band earlier that the new members don't have numbers. It's kind of shitty.
They don't have numbers. Is that what you said?
What is the significance of the numbers?
Yeah, tell me.
Know.
Well, so the members of the band, like, they each were, like, when they started, had like a number like 0 through 9, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of like
and then they ran out of numbers now, because there's so many fucking people in the band.
Bundy's fucking nephews and nieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7
pretty much.
Nieces.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they like went through like 0 through 9, but the new members don't get to be numbers in the bands, I guess, because they're
I heard
not
Slipknot
real.
doesn't believe it. I heard Slipknot doesn't believe in double-digit numbers.
Yeah, that's probably
gotcha.
Exactly. Anything above 9, you start getting into 10. Fuck.
Could you imagine that? Like, hi, I'm the new tambourine player for Slipknot. All right, well, then you're number 9.7, because fuck, we don't we don't do double-digit numbers here.
You're -1.
Start going backwards.
Yeah, we're going into imaginary numbers.
Learning integers with Slipknot.
This is pi.
Just like walks out fucking with an apple pie. What?
He's about to play the shit out of this pie pan. Get ready.
Tink, 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 tink. And suddenly Lars Ulrich gets more.
Yeah,
he gets motivation.
My sound. Like, flash to Lars, he's just banging on pie tins.
That's a symbol. That's the symbols.
Nice.
All right, so yeah, Adderall sucks, but the Dying song is really, really cool. Then you get to the Chapeltown Rag, and that fucking slams. That is quintessential Slipknot right there. That Slipknot, for as many bands as we've talked about over the years, as many bands as there are out there, I think, and I don't think this is a controversial opinion, Robert Cooper, that Slipknot probably has one of the most distinctive sounds in metal. What do you think?
Distinctive sounds of metal. I'd say that's fair.
Name me another band that sounds like Slipknot. You can't.
Which is true, mostly because if there was one that sounded like them, I'd probably avoid them. But
not even like Mushroom Head, which probably is the closest comparison to Slipknot, sounds like Slipknot. Like, they sound deep. They sound layered, because there's like 72 guys in that band.
Yeah,
as well.
Because there's like 37 people in the band, and we only know about 4 of them.
Well, they believe in double-digit numbers, so it's different. But I would say like Mushroom Head, like, while their sound is layered, I wouldn't know there were that many people in the band unless I'd read about it, as opposed to Slipknot, which has a very, very distinctive like ramble, a very distinctive like pace for their music. Like I said, it's got that and almost, and a lot of their songs, like, think about like Wait and Bleed, right? A lot of what you hear, come back into frame, buddy. You're like doing a Max Headroom thing where I can't see her. There you go. There it is. There's that beautiful mug.
I mean, if I can't see his eyebrows, I won't be upset. Half the listeners are going to be upset too.
Right. There's naughty eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, my eyebrows are one of the most popular things on here.
That's right, dude.
Which it's not on purpose. They just do their thing.
Those eyebrows got kicked out of a sex party, I heard. Whoa, cow.
Yeah. Yeah, they got lost. They got lost in someone's nether regions. What can I say?
There's guaranteed some eyebrow kink out there on the internet, and I'm sure you can find.
Rule number 42, baby.
Did I ever tell you there was a friend of mine who at Christmas was like, "I love armpits." I was like,
just come out and said that? Like,
I was like, what? Why at Christmas?
Is it like the TikTok
why Christmas?
Does anyone have a darkness inside of them? Wait, what? Was it like
not the holiday?
Was it like that? Where it's just like, I love eggnog. Oh, me too. I love the Christmas traditions. Well, I love armpits.
Have you tried eggnog in armpits?
Oh no. Oh, does the alcohol in it help or not? It lubricates everything. Yeah, it was. We were all about to leave, and he's just like, I just really love armpits, and we were like, it's Christmas Eve,
sir. This is a Wendy's.
This is a Wendy's.
Can I tell you how I have completely stolen that? By the way, like this weekend, we was hanging out with the polycule. And there was a couple of times where something was said, and I was like, "Sir, this is a Wendy's." Like what? Like it's a Metal Hammer of Doom thing.
Yeah, that's fine. It was that time my daughter wanted ramen.
All right. So before we move on, Jesse, what are your thoughts here about this Slipknot? I think they did a good job with this. I think other than Adderall, this was. I feel like the last one that we did for W2M, we did not love. This one, I think, is more of a return to form. What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree with you. This feels like a pretty competent, addition to the catalog, in my opinion. My top 3 off of this album are Hive Mind. I like the Dying Song and Warranty. I did not like, and it's not because it's not like I hated it or anything, but if I was to pick my least favorite, which they're all pretty good songs, I didn't really care for Medicine for the Dead. And Adderall beats that just by a little bit. I liked Adderall for some reason. I don't know why, but I thought it was a neat way to open it up. It ain't horrible. It's not a bad song. So, but if everybody's like, "Oh, I need my Slipknots," and that ain't my Slipknots.
Fucking Slipknot, man. Aggression.
But yeah, that's really my overall impression of it. I listened to the album probably about 4 or 5 times after it dropped, and once before the show again, and nothing's taken me out of it. And I definitely agree with you. It is absolutely Slipknot, and they do have a distinctive sound, and they are not straying too far from it here.
All right, Coop, anything else before we move on to the first video of the evening?
It's one of those from what the album for me, I thought it was solid. My love of Slipknot is more punches in, more in bunches, like I can hear 3 songs and I'm good for the year. They're not they're not really one of the bands that I'm like, I gotta listen to Slipknot all day. Like, nah, I am not
that voice.
Yeah, I am not a maggot, as they call themselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's the name. That's the name that they give themselves because the pulse of the maggots.
Okay.
Which I gotta say, like live though, they're fucking awesome live, but it's also a lot better that they played mostly older stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's really kind of telling.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Slipknot, guys, we happen to have. Hang on one second here. Like, I forgot how to do a podcast. So this is the Metal Hammer of Doom Jukebox. So as I said before, we are not going to play. We are not going to play the entire album that we're reviewing. We're just going to kind of talk about it in brief, as we've done here, and then we're going to play some music videos. So again, it's like the Metal Hammer of Doom extra. So we each picked a video. This is my first one. I don't want to introduce it this way. So as you see the title there, it's a live cut of Korn and Slipknot together doing a duet of the Beastie Boys, Robert Winfrey's favorite band, by the way. Sabotage by the Beastie Boys.
Does he hate Beastie Boys?
He really fucking does. We've gotten into a like Robert and I, we can politely disagree with each other, but there have been a few like knockdown, drag out, I want to beat the living shit out of you fights that we've had, and him the same. Like by the end of it, I'm pretty sure we were testing the limits of our friendship. His fucking discussion about like why the Beastie Boys are irrelevant to culture drove me to the point where I wanted to drive into Utah and beat the shit out of him. Just nail spike bat.
Did they cancel their tour or something when he was a child?
I don't think he would have went, first of all. I don't think he's butthurt by the Beastie Boys. He doesn't see the cultural significance. And I'm
there it is. That's the. I knew there was a key phrase that he used that I. Yeah. He does not see the cultural significance of the Beastie Boys.
He doesn't enjoy the band, but I was arguing whether you like the band or not. There's a cultural significance. They are woven into the fabric of American pop culture. And he was like, I don't see how. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, first of all, just by virtue of the fact that, Sabotage in and of itself is in like 900 different movies.
Right.
Like, they're still using it in trailers that have nothing to do with the movie. Like, come on.
Fight for your right.
Yeah. Beastie Boys is absolutely woven into the culture, into the fabric of American culture. But
I mean, if anything, I feel like they made hip hop music a little more palatable for some of your more suburbanite
they
types.
were absolutely crucial in getting white people to like hip hop.
That's the way I was. I was trying to find a way to say that. Yes, between them and MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, there was. I mean, but even going back to like Run DMC, in Aerosmith.
Oh yeah.
You see fucking Aerosmith playing Walk This Way with Run DMC, and suddenly white people are like, "Oh, the music of the Colors is very nice. I'm gonna try it out." So
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Fucking shit.
Not since Elvis.
So you're telling me that every once in a while, just a white man shows up in a dashiki?
let me tell you,
I'm down. Word up.
I do have a home video of my grandpa dancing to Walk This Way. And Mama Said Knock You Out. I brought him in with Walk This Way and then brought out LL Cool J's Mama Said Knock You Out. And my grandpa was dancing the jig.
Oh, please. With footage. It's all lies unless you got footage, buddy.
Oh, picture didn't happen.
Folks.
All right, so let's go ahead and play our first video here. This is the aforementioned Sabotage by Korn and the Beastie Boys. And before I press play, so this is part of the reason why I wanted to change the format was there was plenty of videos that just never really fit into something that we could have played on the Metal Hammer of Doom Extra. Like way back when we were first fucking around with it, Jesse and I did all kinds of weird shit. Remember we did the Beastie Boys mashup with like Sesame Street?
Oh yeah. You were finding mashups for days.
Oh yeah,
I remember that.
We were doing that. We did like November Rain for no good reason, just to do it. Where somebody left my cat out in the rain.
Someone left that cat out in the rain,
along with cake. Motherfuckers diving over cakes and shit.
Nobody wanted to fucking get wet in that video.
No, there was like acid rain in the
ass over tea kettle right through a fucking cake because they don't want to get wet.
Except for Slash is just like, I don't run. Sorry.
Yeah, he's like, I'm all right.
He walked out of the fucking wedding into the desert and just fucked off. He was like, I'm done. Goodbye.
The fucking TARDIS of a church too. If I remember correctly. Like it's bigger on the inside. He walks out of it and you're like, where the fuck did he just come from? But yes.
So there's all these like videos that they didn't necessarily correlate to a specific album. We never wanted to play them, but we liked the videos and we liked talking about them. So I was like, okay, that's part of the reason why we're doing this format. So I have been listening to this, and I saw this came up on like my Facebook feed a year or so ago, and I just fell in love with it. It was my jam for the longest time. There have been times, especially in this past. That's my jam. There have been times in this past year where I don't know if you know this or not, but I've had a rough year. And sometimes I come home from work and I'm a little frustrated, Jesse.
I understand.
You don't understand. You don't understand.
I don't understand.
You know what your fucking commute is? Walking up the stairs. That's what your commute is.
Dude, there's a lot of shit that goes on them 12 steps.
Let's just say he's had a worse time on those 12 steps than the
AA. Your wife's wondering how many times you went up and down the stairs before you finally crossed the Rubicon into the hallway. But on my 20-minute drive home from my place of employment, I've had a few nights where I've had to play this on repeat, Jesse. This is my soothing music. This is my therapy music. You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
No, I don't. Yeah, I understand.
Are you sure? Because I can explain it in vascular detail if you want me to.
Push play.
Ooh, vascular. Do we get to see the veins move?
I hope. Here we go. Korn featuring Slipknot playing Sabotage.
Sabotage.
You know, guys, we put together a little special thing just for this show tonight with our our brothers in Slipknot.
They're brothers in Slipknot.
Not their brothers in Christ.
No, sir.
My brother in Christ, let me play for you the Sabotage.
There's gonna come a time where someone's gonna be like, "Oh, congregation, open your prayer guides to the Book of Revelation."
What if somebody overlays Sabotage and makes a music video with Passion of the Christ?
With Big Bird running in there.
Oh man!
Oh, fucking Judas! Sabotage!
Oh, look at him go, man. So they didn't change it that they just kind of like amped it up a bit. They fucking rocked this out, man.
So
first of all, like the singer of Slipknot has like the most perfect hoarse voice I've ever heard. So it's got that like grit to it. You know what I mean, Jesse?
Yeah. I thought for a second that maybe this video made it to YouTube because the stage collapsed after all members of Slipknot got on there.
London Bridge.
Obviously,
it's like my ex-girlfriend getting into bed.
Oh my god. Cooping those fat jokes.
Oh, what can I say? They never get old. Oh, what can I say? There's a weight limit to them, and she passed it.
So there's like 11 billion people on that stage, and I want to be the guy who's just waving around a golf club.
Oh, you could be like hitting a keg with a baseball bat.
Why can't? Seriously, I want to be the gimp in Slipknot. That's what I want to be when I grow up.
He plays the Keurig machine.
Yes.
Why are there two people behind that drum set? It's like
because they only had room.
Boss.
They only had room for one on stage.
Yeah.
We ain't over yet.
I got the right.
Did you ever see that time that Lars Ulrich got sick at a festival?
I can do that. I can do that. I can just be a fat guy in a mask. Just
same.
What happened to Lars, Coop? He got sick?
Lars got sick in like 2004, and Joey Jordison had to play an entire Metallica set behind the kid.
Oh, wow.
That was fucking cool.
Sabotage. Come on, Jesse. Sabotage. Listen
23
up,
pieces of silver. Sabotage. Passion of the Christ. It's Sabotage.
Listen up, y'all. This Sabotage.
It fits so well. It's what's
really
bad.
does.
It's like Sabotage and Passion of the Christ.
Sabotage.
You know, it just got uploaded to HBO Max.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Dude, I would crank this on the way home, just screaming it in my car.
In my head, I heard I would crank it to this song.
Crank it to this
just sitting there, just whacking off, trying to do it to the beat.
So I love the singer of Slipknot. I was like, "Give it up for Korn, my friends." Like the guy Jonathan Davis from Korn, like give it up for Slipknot, motherfuckers. You know, the guy from Korn's like, "Give it up, my friends." Meanwhile, like their music is like, "Kill everybody." You know, like, all right,
like kill the intruders, ban the unclean.
It's good.
What do you think of the video, Jesse?
I liked it. I mean, as for the video, the song's great. The video is a concert, so
yes. And I know that's like one of our cardinal rules is like don't do concert videos.
But if the music's good, I think it matters, especially something like that. When you this is the unique stuff that you get with bands like this at a concert. You know, they bring out some people that they're on tour with, and they do a mashup of them two bands together singing a song for somebody, covering a song. It's great to be there and experience that. Is fantastic.
So, like Anthrax would tour around, and occasionally like Chuck D would come out, and they would do.
Oh man, could you imagine the fucking place would erupt?
Especially in the 90s. Now they'd be like, "Who?
Chuck? What now?
Chuck who?
Who's that fat black guy?
My alphabet doesn't go past C." But
so go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was just thinking. That kind of makes me think of how many performances do you really feel like since, I don't know, let's call it the 80s or 90s, since really like home recording technology has kind of really amped itself to be able to be portable. What cool performances do you think we could have missed over the years of stuff like this? Like,
right, dude.
Like,
seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Part of me really wonders, like, what fucking awesome performances that some stoned out dude talking about 40 years ago experience that we'll never get to see or really know about.
Right, dude.
Like somebody, like Patton Oswalt kind of joked about, I can't remember the artist. It was like, oh, like this really popular artist of like the 80s just showed up at a club and just did a set out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. You know, you just happen to be at the right place at the right time.
Like, you know, Metallica's done some like really like pretty much at bars just did hidden sets and shit like that. That we've got to see now, or like the 30th anniversary thing they did a while ago.
Well, you talked about like portable technology. I mean, people put that. I know I do. I put that shit up on TikTok. Like almost every concert that I've been to this past year, once I really started putting more of my personality and like social life on TikTok, I'll record a couple of songs and just throw them up there. And I'll tell you what. Of the stuff that I tend to put up on TikTok, like that stuff generally hits higher than everything else. Like people just like to see the concert footage, and you never know. Like because sometimes like they'll be playing a song and then they'll like medley into something else and come back to the song again, and they did it differently that night. If you ever seen Jesse like on the Clutch's Facebook page, their set list is different every night.
Yep, it's always changing. They're always posting.
Cool.
It. It's they never spend the same set experience.
They never play the same set list twice. So I'm happy to be. You talked about like playing covers at a show and like breaking it up, doing something different that you didn't do at a different show. I'm wearing my Weird Al shirt tonight from when I took my kids to go see Weird Al. Let me talk about that for a second.
Yeah, I want to hear it. I want to hear what that was like.
So because my wife put zero thought into my Christmas present this past year, she was like, here, you know, I basically got like t-shirts or something for my kids, like Funko Pops, and then like from her I got like an envelope, and I'm like, she's like, open it. I'm like, what did you give me, like a fucking bond like my great aunt Pat? Like, no, stupid, just it's Christmas, open the goddamn envelope. So it's a letter basically, and she's like, this is a free pass for me not to nag you about buying concert tickets for two shows. I don't want to go to either of them, but you can buy tickets to 2 shows and take your kids. Before we opened up, and I had the possibility of taking dates, so my dates were my kids at the time. And she was like, you can go buy concert tickets for 2 different shows without me giving you a hassle. And one of them was Tears, Fears, and Garbage. The other one was Weird Al. I'm like, I'm totally going to take my kids to go see Weird Al. Yeah. They announced that tour in January of this past year, 2022. And I'm like, oh my God, it'd be so great to take my kid. And then like a few months later, Lily was really into the Hamilton polka from Weird Al. Like, it was the only thing she knew by him. They would listen to Kids Place Live on the way to school, and they would play Yoda. So they knew that song. So like, and then like I would occasionally play Dare to Be Stupid or something like that around the house. Like they'd heard it in the Transformers movie. So they were at least somewhat familiar with Weird Al Yankovic. I'm like, this will be great. I saw Weird Al at the Westbury Music Fair on Long Island, New York, about 20 years ago. My band Chuck. Yo, Chuck, where are you? Not that Chuck, the other Chuck, white Chuck, as opposed to black Chuck from Public Enemy. Anyway, so people listening on like regular podcasts, like,
yeah, they're like,
why did they stop talking?
All of a sudden, it got really quiet. Nobody has any idea. We're just pointing fingers at everybody.
This is an audio medium, sir, not a Wendy's. It's going on a t-shirt, Mindy.
For the Medal of Doom.
Yes, for the Medal of Doom.
Almost wore that shirt over the weekend. I came really close to it.
You should have worn it tonight, man.
Anyway, I gotta get it on here.
So I went to go see Weird Al at Westbury Music Fair 20 years ago, and if I remember correctly, like it was he did like a standard set. He did a bunch of costume changes. So like he put the fat suit on. I think at the time, whatever the Subway one he put out, or the Jurassic Park one that he did, I can't remember anymore. But whatever he was doing at the time, he was always doing costume changes. It was a really lively, frenetic set. And I'm like, my kids are gonna love this. So I spent a good portion of money to get decent tickets at the Ruth Eckerd Hall here in Clearwater. And I took my kids a couple of weeks ago. Wouldn't you know it, Jesse? Wouldn't you know it? No covers, no parodies, none, 0.
And that's right. You love the parodies. I forgot about that.
That's like the best thing he does.
Oh,
yeah.
No. Well,
I decided to do an entire tour, an entire world tour, like 1 million cities, only dedicated to his originals and style parodies.
Wow. That's it. Oh, man.
my kids were like betrayed. They were like, what the ever loving?
Wow.
Jonas fucking threw Switch down. He's like, what the fuck, Dad? And I'm like, it's not me. I didn't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he busted it. He literally said, like, this entire tour is just dedicated to our original stuff. We wanted to showcase how talented these guys are as a band. So we're just doing originals, which is great.
I was going to tell Coop, Mark and I did a Metal Hammer of Doom on some of our favorite Weird Al stuff. And
many years ago,
what we found out is that he's a huge fan, surprise, of the covers that, the parodies. And what I did, see you later, Coop. Just have a good one, man. It was good talking to you. It's like, fuck this guy trying to explain to me that
I don't want to talk about Weird Al. I want to talk about pussy.
I'll explain for the listeners. And so Mark likes the parodies, and I ended up liking the original material. And that's one thing that we found out as we curated our list together. I'm sorry, man. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry you guys had a bummer there.
I had a good time with it, but it just sucked for the kids because like my daughter's like, no Hamilton polka. And I'm like, sorry.
No costume changes. He probably didn't do any of that.
No, he fucking sat the whole show.
Oh wow.
He
was impersonating De La Rocha or whatever his name is.
He was like fucking Scott Weiland in the rocking chair. He's like, look, I'm a million years old. I'm not standing for this. That wasn't the only show that I saw this past fall. So, the last time we had this discussion, it was the summer concerts. And we talked about that mostly because you and I were at a show together. We had our hot date in Cleveland to go see Rage Against the Machine.
That's right. Hot in Cleveland.
That's right. So right before all of this, like around the time that we had that conversation, shortly after, the girl that I bought like a zillion concert tickets for, I stopped going to concerts with her because it became a bit of a hassle. So I was like, okay, well, I have all of these concert tickets. I have no one to go with. So I was like scrambling to find people. And I got them all covered. I had people for almost every show, people that are like actual friends, not maybe just throwing tickets into, fucking homeless people. Here, go see the Red Hot Chili Peppers on me. No, that one I did.
But I like Cat Stevens.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, I legit gave to a stranger. I was like, I can't get anyone to take the people. I'm like, anyone want to go see a free show with me? Not to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, fuck, just go see it. All right.
Wow.
So I took my kids. That was when we it was just the three of us. And then I went into like a Red Hot Chili Peppers Facebook group. I was like, does anyone just want this ticket? Anyone want free music on me? Some girl took it. I'm like, okay, she'll come and hang out, and I'll meet this person. We'll see how that goes. She's like, I snuck into the pit. All right, have a good time. Delete. And that was the end of that. My friend Colin and her son and a friend of hers ended up going, but they sat away from us. I'm like, oh, hey, like there's plenty of seats around us. Come find us. She's like, no, it's like rainy and slippery out. I don't want to fall. Okay. So that was that. I went to go see Gwar. Coop.
Yes. I want to hear this story.
Giant penises.
There were no penises. Well, there was. There was the cod piece of Cthulhu. And it did shoot blue cum and it did shoot blue cum into the thing, and I got it all over me. It was mostly like red liquid, like blood, basically. And I'll tell you,
blood cum,
blood, comma, cum, not blood dash cum. It was separate incidents. So it was everything Pat Gesner said it would be from his TikTok about Gwar. They all came out in like their crazy like Roman gladiator alien costume thing. Coop froze again, and we're gonna lose him. I can see it now.
No, he's just continually making that face as you describe the concert.
All of it's very confusing. All right, so they came out in like their crazy alien like night costumes and shit. I
can't look at Coop. Go ahead, keep talking. There you go.
I removed him. I'm like, if he ever
gone.
comes back, I'll fucking deal with it. But
go ahead. Keep talking.
Yeah. So anyway, they would talk in between every single song, and it was total shtick. It was what an act. You know, it was just like, hey, most of our music's, inspired by crack use, and then they go into a song.
Oh, nice.
They have a song. It's my new favorite song called "Fuck This Place." People were chanting it. Yeah. So everyone knew what was up though, because like in the crowd, like in my head when I first got the tickets to go see Guar, I was like, I gotta get like a white T-shirt. I gotta get like white shorts. I gotta go all decked out in white. You know, like the fucking what's the name of the band? Like Mud Vein video where they all like wore like the white suits that are like with the blood all over them. Like I gotta get all white because like being a big guy, I don't wear a lot of white. Like I gotta get a white T-shirt for this. I got a shirt that says perhaps to drugs.
Say perhaps.
Yes. And I got like white and black camo shorts. And I was like, I am prepared for this now. Just fucking douse me. I was not the only one. There was a lot of white people.
They knew
wearing
what was
white
up.
T-shirts. Yeah, everyone knew what the fuck was up, man.
Nice.
And I'll tell you, every time they sprayed into the crowd, every time they shot red liquid into the crowd, people like rushed the fucking stage. Like you would think they were giving out money. Like, yes, spray. Like people came to Guar to get sprayed on.
Right.
Absolutely. I saw the puppet show. They like cut up a woman having a baby. They like killed the judge. They killed the president. It was everything Pat Gesner said it would be. It was a lot of fun. Mosh pit was pretty cool. People were pretty respectful. A lot of girls, Jesse. A lot of girls at the Guar show.
Okay, all right.
Getting blue cum on them.
Well, you know what? That's what the ladies like, apparently. All right, then. Not me.
No, not you, huh? Let me ask you a question. If you now I have to know. You go to a Guar show, Jesse. You gonna stay in the spray zone?
I guess I would. I mean, I'd have to. If I like the concept of coming away from a concert violated in some way, I guess. I mean, but no, it would be awesome. I love when you showed that you were wearing the white shirt getting ready for it. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's actually a neat idea to come away with that. And you have that from here on out. I mean, where did you put? What did you do with the shirt? Did you put it in like a sealed plastic baggie or something?
No, it's currently sitting in my laundry. It's currently sitting in my fucking laundry basket.
You're gonna wash it?
But you're gonna wash the cum.
I figured you would not wash it,
it,
keep it. Yeah, preserve it in some way.
My wife said like we should put it in the dryer first and then wash it, and then it'll dry the stains in.
There we go. There, that's what I'm
is that what Monica Lewinsky did?
It's like fucking the blow dryer.
That's not the blowjob I was talking about, but okay.
Oh, jeez.
Necrogoblicon was pretty fun.
Ooh. Giraffe. Did they play Giraffe?
Who the fuck knows what they played? It was a fun show. I got to see the goblin.
Could you tell me what lyrics they spouted off?
Yeah,
I've heard those guys before. Woo-wee.
Yeah, he played his pan flute. That was fun. His mandolin.
One of the members of, I'm pretty sure the drummer of Necrogoblicon is an 8-bit chiptune, or well, I shouldn't say 8-bit. He's a chiptune artist.
Yeah,
and he did the music for The Messenger, which is a video game that released. I think I've seen a couple other people play it, but fantastic chiptune artist. I will tell you that.
All right. The last show that I was at recently, I think it was the last concert that I went to, was Stevie Nicks. When I decided
what did you get sprayed with there?
Good gold dust.
Oh, no.
So I gotta tell you, man, I didn't think Stevie Nicks was like that big of a deal. Like the girl I bought it for, she's a huge fan. And then, I had another friend that was like, "Oh my God, Stevie Nicks is coming to town. I'm totally getting tickets. We should hang out." I'm like, "Okay, sure. Hope it doesn't rain too hard and you're afraid of slipping."
All depends on the weather.
Hi, Nicole. But
get her a walker next time she wants to
wheel her around in a wheelchair. I get her drunk beforehand. She's a lot more fun when she's drunk.
I'd like to, as Mark Radulich's personal lawyer, I'd like to say that statement under no circumstances means anything other than.
Do I need to play the disclaimer again?
Yeah, I was going to say you played it right at the beginning. I don't know if that covers this though.
When I initially was debating whether or not I wanted to continue to take the first girl to concerts, I was having this conversation with a variety of different people, and one of them was like, stop continuing toxic friendships because you have concert tickets with them. Find other people to go with. Who are you going to these shows with? And I'm like, all right, what shows are you going to, rather? And I go through the list, and she's like, okay, no, fuck no, not going to Guar. And she's like, you're going to Stevie Nicks? You have tickets to Stevie Nicks? I'm like, yeah, I bought it for her. That's like her thing, because I wasn't going to go. And she was like, I will go to Stevie Nicks with you. I'm like, all right, lifesaver. It took me like an hour just to, mind you, we went to dinner first, and then the concert venue was like around the block, basically, from where we had dinner. It took me an hour and a half to drive from the restaurant into the venue, and we parked in Jesse's fucking driveway. That's how far away we were. That's how packed this show was. So I don't know if you guys have like outdoor venues where you are. Like in Long Island, we had the Jones Beach Amphitheater. It's like, it's an outdoor venue, concrete seats right there on the beach. I think like Pennsylvania has, like an outdoor, grassy area. We have the grassy knoll. Yeah. We have the Mid Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. It used to be the Ford Amphitheater. And it's on the Florida State Fairgrounds. I have never seen it this packed. I have never so there's like a general admission area that's just the lawn. You can buy tickets for the lawn, Jesse.
The lawn.
And the lawn was fucking packed. There was no room to stand on the lawn. That's how big this crowd was for fucking Stevie Nicks. This woman is
a Korean alleyway on Halloween.
This woman is 100 years old, and this place looked like a fucking Tokyo subway. It was fucking ridiculous. I was like, holy crap. Like, I can't believe how many people were at this show. So many white people. And then the other thing I was thinking about was like, oh gosh, I hope she plays some Fleetwood Mac. I don't know any of her solo stuff. Yeah, almost all she did was Fleetwood Mac and some Tom Petty. She busted out fucking Free Fall and almost died. I'm like, if she does Last Dance with Mary Jane, I'm gonna Watts. She also did Stop Dragging My Heart Around, which she did a duet with Tom Petty of. So it was a good show, though. I had fun this fall, despite the heartache, Jesse. Despite the heartache of losing my friend, not being able to go to these shows that I bought for her. Found other friends to go with. Took my kids to go see me first in the Gimme Gimmes. That was fun. My daughter got in her first mosh pit.
Oh,
that was
wow.
So my feminist daughter, I'll tell you this is the last story and then we'll move on. My feminist daughter, Jesse, is always like women's rights and, women, it's okay, even if women botch 17 times in a row, that they should still be in ladder matches, all of that, right?
Yeah.
I put her on the periphery of the mosh pit during Surfboard. And it's the band that preceded me first in the Gimme Gimmes. And I'm like, all right, get it, Lily, here's what you do. You got to stiff arm people. You got to stiff arm. You got to push them off you, right? They get a little close. You got to push them into the pit. And she's like, okay. And she's bouncing up and down. She's all giddy. She's happy. Somebody bashed into us. And she was like, oh my God, that was so much fun. I'm pushing people off her. Pushing people off. I'm like, all right, Jesse. All right, Lily, you do it now. No, it was Lily, not you. I already know you don't go into mosh pits. All right, I'm trying to signal to her, like, Lily, go ahead and do it.
Sandwich, and that shit starts.
Like, Lily, go ahead and do it. Go do it. She's like, yeah. Like, fucking, what are you doing? So I said to her after the show, I was like, why didn't you defend yourself? I was showing you what to do. I was showing you how to protect yourself on the mosh pit. She was like, no, it's fine. You're my dad. You can protect me. What happened to Lily the feminist? She's like,
right.
I don't need to be a feminist in this particular case. I have a big, strong dad there to protect me. Like, oh, typical.
Oh yeah. You know what sucks is I was in that position, like at the edge of the mosh pit, and eventually I kept getting pushed into it.
Yeah.
Which was really like, because it was, I think it was during Cannibal Corpse.
No, I'm not. I don't mean to be here. Please no.
yeah. No, I was like, oh, fuck me. Because the fucker kept pushing me in.
That happens where like suddenly you're in the middle of a mosh pit you didn't want to be in.
Or like when I went to see Mayhem and this dude rammed into me, which rammed into Hello Natalia. And then this then this fucker who was like the police of, the fucking... the concert police of I'm gonna kick your ass for starting mosh pits. And I'm like, brother, I don't want any fucking trouble. I'm not doing the mosh pit. Go talk to him. Because the mosh pits would just start fucking forming out of nowhere during Mayhem. And like, oh God, which I actually made it to one concert this fall.
Oh, what you
only one? Well, it was funny because Natalia wanted to go see one of her favorite bands is at the moment is Sleep Token. They're a rock band, but they're very sort of that melodic, little bit of sad boy thing going on, but really fucking good. So they were touring within this
Who
moment.
wants to butt fuck the sad boy?
They would have been. Sleep Token would have been a great band to feature at the Pot Festival.
Yeah.
They were really fucking, they were great. But so we went to see them. Initially, they were touring within this moment, which I told her, I'm like, I'll be honest, we'll see Sleep Token and we can leave. I don't give a fuck about in this moment. And she listened to like 2 songs and she goes, yeah, we don't have to stick around because
I have tickets to Ginger and POD, and Ginger's the headliner, and whatever lucky dog I end up bringing to that one, I'm like, we can totally leave after POD. I do not need to see Ginger.
Oh, I really enjoyed. So I went with her last year to see Ginger, but the thing that sucked is they didn't play Pisces. It's like the one song by them I know, literally the only song by them I know.
Nice.
And they didn't fucking play it. But yeah, so in this moment, Sleep Token, I think it was in a couple other bands, it got canceled. So she drove all the way. She drove an hour and a half down to Charlotte, and then I got off work and drove over there. Got canceled. So she comes over to my house. We hang out. The mold problem almost kills her, so she goes back home.
Nice.
So 5 minutes after leaving my place, I was like, I'm gonna take a dump real quick. Pull out my phone, and first thing that shows up on Instagram, there's a play like 20-30 minutes from her place. It's like, oh hey, they booked Sleep Token tomorrow. Nice. It's like, want to go see Sleep Token? So I mean, it was actually really fucking good. They were great. Maybe next episode I'll play some of them. I played it for a dude at my old job, and he was like, it kind of reminded me of Imagine Dragons. I'm like, ew, and he's like, well, not in the bad way, but
ew.
All
right. Go ahead and introduce the next video there, Coop, since you got the microphone.
Oh boy, I do. In fact, we all 3 do. So yeah, Ningen Isu, I found them just
you.
I found them just one random day on the interwebs. And they fucking blew me away. I found out they've been around actually since the late 80s.
Really?
Wow.
A lot of their music, and the funny thing, a lot of their stuff isn't translated. This music video actually is, but a lot of it isn't. A lot of it has to do with, what's that fucking guy's name? I can't remember anymore. But a lot of it's Japanese poetry, mythology, books, a little bit of Cthulhu mythology in there, some Buddhism, a lot of sci-fi, some historical references. Very diverse, about like in terms of lyrical subjects, very diverse, very interesting. They're actually named after a early 1900s Japanese poem called The Human Chair. That's what Ningen Isu actually is.
Okay.
I think it's the Itagawa.
Ningen Isu means human chair.
It's the human chair.
Okay.
It's uncomfortable.
So that's call my wife.
Oh no. I thought she was sitting on you.
Move on. Just move this on.
Anywho, yeah. So this song here, it goes a lot of places because it's funny. The band, all the members of the band are kind of costume. The bassist used to have really long hair and everything. Now he fully clean shaven, kind of an ashy look to his face. He looks more like a traditional monk. And the guitarist, it's kind of went from more modern clothing to he just has your full samurai garb. And their drummer's been around for about 20 years. He looks like Elvis. It's fantastic.
All right, here we go with Ningen Isu, Heartless Scat. I feel like this is going to be like bathroom humor.
Actually, the song has scat. It has scatting in it.
That's what I was going to say. It's probably some scat.
Good grief. Every single time I got to lower the volume. I like it so far.
I'm waiting for
Corpacani to come rushing out of the woods with their vodka. and
or
bears.
a black metal band to show up and be like, "Oh shit,
Just
wrong
randomly
forest."
walking out of the fucking woods.
So what's very interesting is actually in the YouTube comments for this song.
Yeah.
There's someone that claims they went to school with these guys, the bassist and guitarist, and said they're actually like they went to the top high school, super high grades, could have done anything, and they chose to do music. But apparently the way that they dress kind of threw people off. So their initial attempt to break out in the 90s kind of fell flat. So they had to more or less struggle before YouTube kind of came out and their stuff got more readily acknowledged, because the Japanese music industry is very insular. You don't get a lot of breakout acts.
Well, I'm waiting for one of them to smile. They all look pretty unhappy right now.
They're not going to. I don't think they ever smile in this song.
So I love like the three guys in the front, like playing guitar and whatnot, are in like traditional Japanese robes, and then there's like the fucking leftover from Def Leppard in the background there on the drums, just chilling.
Oh yeah, it's Uncle Fester, a samurai, and Elvis.
Any idea what this song's about?
I actually forget, but I've listened to this song probably 20 fucking times.
Okay. You've got the lyrics down there. I'm kind of keeping an eye on it. Has a big ass drum back there, or cymbal. Oh wait a second,
It's
that's
a gong.
A gong.
God, they walk like me on the beach. Oh my god, I don't want to be here. It's sand. It gets everywhere.
Oh, sand. I hate sand.
See, there's the scat.
Yeah.
That lick sounds familiar to me. I'm trying to replace it. I mean, it's a good song. Don't get me wrong. I like the beat and everything, but that one particular guitar lick before they went into this bridge, I can't remember like where I've heard that lick before.
I hope by the end of this video, every single one of these guys disrobes and jumps in the ocean.
And butt ass naked.
Only if we get to see their penis.
Oh, wow. I wasn't going that far.
Whatever, man. You're the one that wants them to disrobe.
I mean, I expected there to be like, some type of traditional Japanese underwear. Yeah.
They got the fucking
traditional Japanese Fruit of the Looms.
Yeah, they've got the fucking the Miwashi that the not the Yakuza. Oh my fucking god.
The Yakuza? Oh my
god. Not
goodness.
the Yakuza wear.
What are you doing?
Sumo wrestlers.
Traditional Yakuzuma wonderwear.
Oh,
Yakuzuma.
No.
Wow.
I was thinking of
Yokozuna. Yokozuna underwear. That's
oh no.
He's Samoan.
Oh. But
I have a question. Why did you pick an 8-minute long song?
It goes lots of places.
Okay. Oh yeah. There, we totally switched up the beat there.
Oh, like the end of the song is my favorite.
Our bassist looks like he is in pain 90% of this video so far.
The singer is fucking grandpa, by the way.
Yeah, Japanese grandpa.
He walked
Uncle
out
Fester.
of he totally walked out of teaching calculus and was like, "I'm gonna go play this badass song." I'll be right back.
This is math core.
You're gonna get us in trouble. Shut up.
I don't know who's more likely to get us in trouble now that there's Asians on the screen. Mark Radulich.
Well, Jesse, I never.
Yeah, you have, as a matter of fact.
They all sing in perfect English. There's no problems here.
Right.
My question is, what do the Bandmade fans think of this?
Oh,
we'll bring on their number one representative,
right?
Jeff Skoboda.
Get him on here.
Sloboda.
I'll get it right one day.
Jeff, if
I
I paid for the date, I'm fucking
time.
on that date. That's what he said. He's now infamous on the Whiskey Rebellion for that.
Oh my.
Lulu. Lulu.
Lulu.
Oh, Coop. No, you don't need to steal Mark's thunder. Jeez.
Jesse and I are going to form a band. That's all we're going to do. It's just made up fucking words. Loo, doo, roo, boo.
I could do
boo,
that.
you.
See, I was thinking you were just going to start putting random words from other languages together and just meshing them.
No, I'm gonna just start screaming. Show me where you piss from. Have you? Come on, you know you've seen that on TikTok, right?
I don't watch TikTok. I don't know what you're talking about.
I've seen it on my girlfriend's TikTok because she
How
shows
the
me the
fuck
things.
you not know where? Show me where you piss from.
No idea what you're talking about.
Hang on.
No, don't go and find it. I believe you.
Are you sure?
Yes, I absolutely
made a TikTok.
100% believe
I made
you.
a TikTok of my wife using "Show me where you piss from." I can play it for you if you want.
Those words that just came out of your mouth had me worried for a second.
She's totally naked except for a towel on that TikTok, Jesse. So you don't want me to put it right here on YouTube?
It's not my YouTube account, so you go right ahead.
I mean, we already have Scat in this, so we're
Right.
getting demonetized.
I'm actually curious if we're still on the air. Let me go check.
I want the drummer to just lean back and
Fucking
hit that gong
band,
with his
baby.
head, man.
Yep, nope. We are stream suspended for policy violations. Hot damn.
That's us right now?
It's probably the mention of Scat.
Probably. I'll figure it out later.
What did you do, Coop? How did you violate a YouTube policy?
There's lots of things I violate in my life. Most of them are policies.
Nah.
Was it because we were late?
I don't know. We probably did get a copyright thing again.
I fucking love the end of this song.
He is
This is badass, though.
Guitarist.
Yeah,
he's pretty good talented. These guys are never going to walk off this beach. I mean, it's just
it never ends.
They just keep walking from the beach. Not a single one of them got into
Slaughter
the water
Beach.
yet.
They're on Slaughter Beach, Jesse.
They are
Look, it's the sun's rising too.
Infinite Beach. I've been trying to get away from this water for an hour now. What the hell?
Someone threw out the map.
Been nothing but walking in circles. You pick one direction from the water and keep walking. Good video.
See,
Yes.
there's a reason it was 8 minutes long.
I like it. Hey, it's a new band. You introduced me to oh my goodness. I cannot remember the name of the band. We covered them on the Metal Hammer of Doom, I'm pretty sure. But I'm pretty sure it was a Japanese metal band that I was like, anyway, yeah, I can't even remember who it is, but I should have never brought it up. But anyway, regardless, now I got a new one. So there we go.
I'm trying to think because there's not a ton of Japanese metal bands that we've reviewed. Have there been?
I could be wrong. This might have been something that I found later.
Bandmade, baby metal.
Yeah, because there's not a ton of Japanese. I mean, that's the crazy thing about, like I said, the difference between, for example, the Japanese and Korean music industries. The reason that K-pop and a lot of that has gotten so big is because it's so accessible, and they really make it to where that it's easy to find. With the Japanese music industry, you can't upload shit to YouTube.
Oh, really?
Like if you, let's say they do like an opening or an outro or something to an anime, sometimes they don't upload that song onto YouTube. They want you to buy the physical release in Japan, because they charge exorbitant prices.
No
Exorbitant. Kidding. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like the funny thing is that actually in the media industry of Japan is actually still about 15, 20 years behind. Mm-hmm. They still sell the 4 episodes per disc. You know how they used to do.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And they charge like $30, $40 for them still.
Jeez, criminy, man. That's insane, dude.
So real quick. Yeah. So we're right now not broadcasting on YouTube. It's saying we have our stream suspended because of a policy violation, which I assume is copyright. But if I go into our studio, it shows visibility public. It doesn't show like a copyright thing. Like I have no idea. Like, I guess I'll find out when this is over what the deal is. Because it's like not showing me right now what we did wrong, which is interesting.
Well, that's all right.
That's all right. All right, Jesse, go ahead and do your thing. You got the final segment here.
Oh, well, we'll go ahead and roll right into that. So the last, I wanted to look at like the last, not the last 30 years, but 30 years ago in metal. All right, 1992, 1 year.
It's a hell of a year.
Cooper, oh, yeah. Robert Cooper was born in 91. So
December of 91 to that.
Coop was just getting ready to turn a year old. So I want to go down through the top 20 albums of 1992 here. We'll go down through them real quick. This is off of loudersound.com. And you guys chime right in if you want to, but I want to go right down the list. You know how things go with the list. And I don't know if they have these I think they have these in alphabetical order. So I don't know if it's like ranked, but regardless, here we go. You guys ready?
Yep, hit it.
Top 20 best albums of metal albums of 1992. Number one of my favorites, Alice in Chains' Dirt.
Yeah, oh my God, first of all, in my opinion, the last solid good album from Alice in Chains by far.
Okay.
I don't know. I actually like some of the newer output they've had, like Black Gives Way to Blue.
Yes, that's a good album. I like it.
I am emotionally connected to Dirt, man. Wood, Rooster, Them Bones. It's that was part of like that whole grouping of albums that came out in the early 90s. You know, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Soul Asylum, Stone Temple Pilots, Soundgarden, where it was like every single one of them was a banger, every last one of them. So, and for me, Alice in Chains, like with the Jar of Flies stuff and like whatever the self-titled one with the three-legged dog, like they changed so significantly from Dirt that I lost interest in the band. That was one where I was like, I was super into Dirt, and then after that I was like, I hate this band. Like years later I would come to appreciate them, but that album, man, that sent me that album. Dirt.
That's good stuff. Next up, going in alphabetical order, folks, you can't get much better than this in 1992. Body Counts in the House,
motherfuckers.
Body Counts.
I mean, what else can be said that we haven't said on the Radulich Project?
We've not
4 or 5 different reviews. Just, I mean, come on.
Trying to explain to my mother that one, Ice-T has a metal band, and two, the best song is Cop Killer. She is not on board with Cop Killer, unfortunately.
You don't say.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like I keep telling her, like I'm just telling you, it's a fucking fantastic album.
Next up, Tomb of the Mutilated by
Cannibal Corpse.
Yep.
That I think, if I'm not mistaken, was that their second album with Chris Barnes or their first one with
I don't know,
Corpse
but does that
Grinder?
one have Hammer Smash Face on it?
Tomb of the Mutilated. Let's look it up.
Yes. Monumental weight of Hammer Smash Face, post-mortal ejaculation, sickening undercurrent, and I Come Blood's grinding atmosphere.
Yes. So Hammer Smash Face quickly became Cannibal Corpse's signature song. The track was featured during the band's cameo appearance in the 1994 comedy Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. It was downloadable content for the video game Rock Band. The song I Come Blood is also featured in the video game Grand Theft Auto. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Wow.
Hey, Jesse, we can't put it on. I mean, even we're banned right now on YouTube anyway, but it doesn't matter. This has got the album cover of the two corpses eating each other out.
Yes, indeed. Right there it is.
Yeah,
buddy. I didn't realize they actually had 5 different albums with Chris Barnes. I thought it was only a couple.
There you go. What's next?
So this is a band that I don't know anything about. Dark Throne, A Blaze in the Northern Sky. Coop knows about this, but tell me.
All right, let's take the next 20 minutes to hear Coop tell us about it.
I mean, I'm not going to go that fucking ham. The interesting thing, actually, Dark Throne, their first album was much more death metal influenced. Came out a little bit earlier than that, Soulside Journey. And then after this, I think they really started to get in with a lot of the black metal scene. And that this fucking album, it slays. I fucking adore it. What's interesting is, and I didn't know this, is that they don't tour live. Even now, they pretty much said we'd much rather have our personal lives and our integrity than go make money. We just want to make music.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they fucking.
I respect that. I do. Next up, Dream Theater, Images and Words.
Hey,
Dream Theater.
Weirdly, it stopped playing only when we were doing that video, and it's like we're back on the air now.
Which video is that?
The Japanese one that he did.
Oh well.
Cool. All right, cool.
All right then. So Dream Theater, Images and Words. I'm lukewarm on Dream Theater. Not a big fan. Exhorter, The Law. Exhorter.
Man, I fucking love Exhorter.
Okay.
Let's all pronounce it differently. Jesse's like Exhorter with a Z. I'm like Exhorter.
You're Exhorter without an H.
Yeah, and you're like Exhorter. Exhorter.
And if I'm not mistaken,
Exhorter and longer. Sorry, go ahead.
I think Exhorter, if I'm not mistaken, that was a sound that I think Pantera was heavily influenced by.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're a thrashy groove metal band.
Faith No More in 1992 drops Angel Dust.
Oh my God,
that was a fucking great album. One.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't quite have the punch that what do you call it? The Real Thing did. I think it was called The Real Thing. The one prior to it that has help me, Coop.
Epic?
Yes. Epic was the big single off of that one. That's what got, Faith No More was so far ahead of their time.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone fell in love. Everyone thought everything by Faith No More was going to sound like Epic. Turns out it doesn't. It was kind of like Anthrax with Bring the Noise. It was like, or I'm the Man. It's like, we're doing this once, people. It's like, we're having some fun with rap. That's it. So when they put out Angel Dust and they were expecting another Epic, Angel Dust by itself is a fantastic album. It just doesn't sound like The Real Thing.
I read an interview with Dino Canzares of, I think it was him, of Fear Factory, saying they had a cover of the song Cars.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, I've heard it.
Yeah, and it apparently it got a lot of traction in the mid-90s on college radio, and it led to people picking up their album thinking that everything sounded like that. No, not at all. No, not a bit.
Oh, man. Next up is Godflesh's Pure. I don't know anything about Godflesh, so
I can't say I've listened to a ton of Godflesh.
Yeah.
I listened to Godflesh back in the day. They're all right.
Then one of the Columbia House specials that I almost got involved Helmet's Meantime. Almost got
In the Meantime is fucking dope. It's so good. I was a huge Helmet mark back in the day. Paige Hamilton was the shit. In the Meantime, oh my God, that's punch you in the face music. They had a buzz clip for Unsung. Oh my God, hard as a rock, Jesse Starcher. In the Meantime is the shit.
Shit. Next up, Iron Maiden's Fear of the Dark.
It's a good one.
1992.
I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, Robert Cooper.
Fear of the dark. Yeah, so
right.
The thing, Fear of the Dark.
I have a constant fear that Jesse's always near.
Fear of the starch.
Fear of the starch.
Fear of the starch. Put that in the group chat, please.
I have a constant fear. He's standing on the stairs.
Fear of the TikTok.
No.
Show me where you piss from.
Oh no. That album to me is really like a one hit wonder of sorts. Like Fear of the Dark is amazing, but beyond that, there's not as much to this album, I don't feel.
Okay. This album gets a lot of play for me, especially here lately. Caius Blues for the Red Sun. I like Caius. I'm a big fan. Yeah. A lot of good stuff on Caius, that album. This one, we're going to be featuring a video. I got to pick the next video. Megadeth's Countdown to Extinction. What else can be said? As it's a...
Hello, Jesse.
Meet the real Jesse.
Yeah, buddy. It's going to be good. Next up, maybe one of Mark's favorites, Ministry, Psalm 69, baby.
Oh, the way to succeed and the way to suck eggs.
That is correct.
NWO, baby. New World Order.
Napalm Death's Utopia Banished.
Oh, hell
Dropped
yes.
in 1992.
Napalm Death just played Thursday here in
Dude,
Tampa.
they put on such a good show.
They did. I saw them years ago. They're pretty slamming.
Pantera's Vulgar Display of Power drops in 1992.
Okay, so we got to talk about this because we did a whole retrospective on Pantera, and I made the boys on 411 cry. I talked about like,
Did you really?
What happened?
I talked about how I suffered a fair amount of depression from junior high to high school,
right?
And I, between some stuff that was going on at home, and then like the discovery of modern metal, which begins with Pantera's Vulgar Display of Power. Like Cowboys from Hell was like the big changeover from Pantera. But if you trace back, well, the alternative thing is happening. The Seattle sound is blossoming, and we're moving away from hair metal. We're moving more into the Seattle sound. There's also a rebirth of heavy metal because for a lot of people, heavy metal was the hair metal bands. It was Poison, Motley Crue, Def Leppard, etc.
Yeah.
Striper, Cinderella, Skid Row. And when the Seattle sound takes over, there's a lot of proclamations of, oh, well, heavy metal is dead. It's gone. And then Pantera's Vulgar Display of Power comes out, and there's an entire rebirth of heavy metal. And from there, people start paying attention to like Roadrunner Records. So you have like Sepultura, Typo Negative, Life of Agony. You have this whole like bands that had been there and were just sort of on the precipice, but this whole explosion happens and metal is reborn, and it's led by Pantera with that album Vulgar Display of Power. And I talked about like how meaningful that was to me on the Pantera retrospective, and somebody commented like, hey, shut up, fag. Stop sharing your feelings. Like, all right,
yeah, be a man, Hulk.
Yeah, stop talking about your pets. Just review the album, faggot. Like, all right. I remember like shortly after like telling Cooper about it at the time, I was like, I don't want to talk about myself anymore. And he was like, no, it's okay. You can talk about yourself on the show. Yeah, fucking 10 years later, it's all I do now. Hey, want to hear about the sex party I went to?
Coop, don't you regret what you just said that long ago? Damn it.
No, I was being a good friend and helping him express himself despite the people of the world that are trying to push him down.
And I agree 100%.
Now I push them down
with your massive dong.
Wow. But yeah, Vulgar Display of Power, fucking Hostile, This Love,
yeah.
Cemetery Gates, baby. Oh, like the ballad, Cemetery Gates.
Yep. Had this tape. This was a Columbia House one right here. I had Vulgar Display of Power.
Love Vulgar Display of Power. That is like a monument. I mean, when you think about the pillars that held up modern metal in the 90s, that's right there, right in the center.
Next up, Rage Against the Machine's Rage Against the Machine.
Jesse.
Dude. What? I mean, what else can you say? There's so much on that album that is... And that's their debut, right?
Oh my God, it was just another bomb track.
30 years, man. 30 years ago.
Just hang on, just real quick. Go through that, everything from the top to Rage Against the Machine. Just whip through it real quick.
You're talking about for the track for that?
No,
album?
from just the albums that you've mentioned so far. Alice in Chains Dirt, Vulgar Display of Power, fucking Rage Against the Machine,
Dark Throne.
Dark Throne. I mean, what an amazing year in music. And you haven't even gotten to the fucking Black Album yet.
I don't know if I will actually on this list. This is 92, though. I think
I was about to say
that might have been 91.
91.
Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah. I think that's 91. Let's just double check.
Pretty 91. Sure it is because that has Pearl Jam's 10, I believe, involved. Anyway, okay, next up is Rollins Band, The End of Silence.
Oh, now I don't know why I feel the need to lie and cause you so much pain, Jesse. Maybe it's something inside. Maybe it's something I can't explain because all I do is mess you up and lie to you, Jesse. I'm a liar.
Rollins Band.
I'm a liar. I love that song.
I feel like I've heard some of this when I was at college.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine had this tape, I think.
Liar was the buzz clip off of that, and clearly it was memorable to me.
Really?
I think the next time one of these, I might have to play that video because it's just fucking Henry Rollins just like running for no good reason, like Forrest Gump.
I was running.
Like, I'm a liar, and like running, like for no good reason. Like, what are you doing?
Sleep with Sleep's Holy Mountain. Now I've listened to some
Love
Sleep before. Yeah, that's some stuff right there. Stone Temple Pilots Core. Owned this cassette tape.
Yeah.
I listened to it over and over. Just listened to that album actually last week. It's been a long time since I had, but my goodness, it's Plush, Creep, Sex Type Thing. A lot of good songs there. And last one on the list, and we're going on alphabetical order. Starts with a W. Any of you guys want to guess what band starts with a W that would have made a 1990?
Actually,
Watchmen.
I'm
B
looking
for Vendetta.
I'm looking at a list, so like I can answer this.
Winger.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. White Zombie, baby. Woo!
Yeah.
This is is that Los Exorcisto?
Yes, it is.
Oh, 1960. 555.
What a fucking year, man.
Yeah,
I mean, you look at those albums, I still to this day will listen to at least one of those albums a week.
Yeah, I also have found some other hits I'm just going to throw in here. Danzig 3, How the Gods Kill.
Oh my god, quite possibly Danzig's best album.
I fucking love it. It's fantastic.
Dude, How the Gods Kill is dope.
Love it. Amorphous is the Corellian Isthmus.
Amorphous.
All right, I don't want to yet again piss off the Amorphous fans.
It was a very good mix. It was a little more progressive death metal, but it was fantastic. One of my personal favorites, Solitude Aeternus, is Beyond the Crimson Horizon. They were doing better than what Candlemass was doing, which Candlemass was doing than what Black Sabbath was doing, which, by the way, Black Sabbath's Dehumanizer also came out in 92. Really surprised that wasn't on the list. The Crimson Idol by Wasp was fantastic. I really like Wasp, which is interesting. I don't like
a Beast, baby.
That's right. That's a great album.
That's my theme song when I walk into the adult playhouse here in Florida.
Of course,
play it through the speakers.
One that I'm surprised they didn't put on here, The Fourth Crusade by Bolt Thrower. Bolt Thrower is one of my
Bolt Thrower, yeah.
I love them.
I dig some of them, yeah.
I never get tired of them. Deicide's Legion.
They just did a 30-year fucking tour on that album. I have the shirt.
Really?
Yeah, I saw them.
Awesome.
Yeah, one of the nights that like my wife fucked off wherever she went. I was like, I have nothing to do and no one to go do anything with. I'm like, and Deicide was in town with another death metal band that I liked. Oh, it was Cataclysm. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go by myself. Yeah, Deicide and Cataclysm put on a fucking dope show.
That's awesome. Somewhere Far Beyond by Blind Guardian.
Yes, that's what my friend Chuck, where are you? Used to refer to Blind Guardian as D&D metal.
Really are. The Incomplete by Obituary, fucking slamming Florida death metal.
Oh my god, I'm going to see Obituary in like 2 weeks.
They sound fucking great. Yeah,
they do. I'm going to see Obituary with Carcass and Amon Amarth.
Oh, I hope I get to go to that show.
Yeah, we talked about that. You're gonna go see your show. I'll go see my show.
And then we'll compare notes. Yes. Revenge by Kiss. I think that was the only album that had Eric Carr on it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, ask Pat.
Not a Kiss fan.
I like that album. And then the final one that I'm looking at here, The Red in the Sky is Ours by At the Gates. Fucking Gothenburg death metal, some melodic death. At the Gates is one of my fucking favorite bands of especially the mid 90s. Their new stuff is still really good, but I love their old school death metal stuff.
All right. Well, we're going to play our final video tonight, and then we'll do plugs and get out of here because we are now 15 minutes past when I wanted to do this, as per usual. Timing is awesome on this show. I'm always afraid we're going to have nothing to talk about. We're not going to have an hour's worth of content. We're almost at 2 hours.
When have we ever not?
I don't know why I have, I'm always afraid we won't have enough to talk about.
We have saved up for a month, and this was our massive release.
This is our load.
We blew such a load. We painted the town red.
This is our... Yeah, did I tell you my buddy Nick once? He had to write a poem in college, and they're like, Mr. Canada, all right, your turn. He goes, this is called "Paint the Town Red with Your Love" by Jeffrey Dahmer. And she's like, fucking sit down.
Should I never call?
All right, this time I'm actually going to put the volume low and not fuck up again. Here we go, Jesse. Introduce it.
Hey, look, we've been talking 30 years ago what the metal scene was like. This is one of my favorite bands. This is one of the favorite cassettes I got from Columbia House. And this was one of my favorite songs off of Megadeth's Countdown to Extinction. Here we go with Sweating Bullets.
Sweating bullets.
Hello, me.
Yeah, this is like
I like gravy.
One of the more popular Megadeth videos.
This is goatee Dave Mustaine, by the way.
Sorry, I like hello me. I've been doing that ever since this video came out. We still do that shit on this show.
Hello, me.
Hello me. I don't even shit about the rest of the song, man. I just love the hello me part. Hello me.
Hello, me.
Hello me.
I love the little goatee. Like he doesn't often do facial hair, but it works.
Right.
It's because he's a fucking ginger.
What I love about this song is, like, you know, Megadeth is the big four of thrash, but what a fucking groove in this song, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is
I wonder if this was when he was still off the heroin.
Sweating bullets.
Hello, me. It's me again.
Man.
You shouldn't be wearing shoelaces.
We're gonna put you in a turtle suit.
Turtle suit.
Hello, me. Here's your turtle
My
suit.
fault. And decide not to eat the pink chicken. I had a friend of mine that got locked up for a weekend at the psych ward, and all the chicken was undercooked. So she didn't get food poisoning, but everybody else did.
Mm.
Oh.
You think there was other members of Megadeth that wanted to be in this video? And Dave's like, no, it's me. It's all
Do
me.
you not understand?
Didn't you hear the
concept.
lyrics?
Me, Dave Mustaine. Fucking James Hetfield walks past. Get out of here. No, it's me. All me. Did we get kicked off the air again?
Just
Hey, look, there's the other members of Megadeth.
Oh, like we locked Dave in this room for his own. Oh, well, they got locked in the room. It's nothing but a bunch of rooms.
All right, so here's what I've learned. Maybe when it gets uploaded, the videos will go back, but every time we play a video, it stops the stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and then we start talking
don't
again, it'll go
feature
back.
other YouTube videos in your YouTube video, whatever you do. It's
Yeah,
not like,
really.
I mean,
You know what we should start doing? We should have to sing the song.
oh, yeah. That sounds good. I would like that.
Do you think they put David Ellefson in there for macking on 16-year-olds again?
No. Well.
Oh.
No.
I love he's using his fucking he is.
Yeah, it's a symbol. That's using your head, pal. It's me. All me.
None but black. Blah.
Black number one. I wonder what year that was. Bloody Kisses.
Ooh.
That's probably around that time.
I think it was
Sweating.
actually.
Sweating.
My air conditioner's not really working that well.
Sweating pork loin.
93, August of 93,
There you
Bloody Kisses came out.
He's got the meat sweats.
Sweating turkey.
See fingers claw your back. Now it's time for dessert.
Oh man, classic stuff here.
He's attacking.
You know, this was
me.
like
My uncle's coming near.
I didn't realize this was going to be Thanksgiving themed. Is that what this is all about? You know?
Well, dude, the last fucking show we did, and we were talking about Dave Mustaine doing, like, I don't know, something about Thanksgiving.
Oh man,
Here comes my racist uncle.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Sweating turkey.
It was when we were doing the It was when we were doing the fucking ranking of Megadeth albums. And that somehow came up.
Got it.
All right, well, folks, let's see if I'm right about this now.
We're back on the air, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see. Are we back on the air?
I don't know.
No, not yet. Maybe.
Not yet.
All right. Well, let me stop seeing what we're doing. Well, that is the first ever Metal Hammer of Doom Jukebox. I think this went fairly well. What do you think, Jesse?
Had a good time. I did. Love sharing the stories and love listening to some music, and it was a fun time. Learned a lot.
Yep.
I mean, I think it was a little blue myself, but some people like a little blood.
I'm a blue.
Am I blue? I'm talking
Christmas.
to you.
Oh, I was singing blue. I was trying to go with
None of us were doing the same thing. I'm wondering if next time we have to just pre-record this and then upload it later. Just thinking out loud instead of like doing it live. So
Fuck
it doesn't
we'll do
cutting
it
out the
live.
video.
Eggs hoarder.
Yeah, I wanted to try it once and see how it goes.
Hoarder. Go ahead.
Eggs hoarder.
He's an eggs hoarder.
Mech hoarder.
Okay, I guess I won't try to figure this out on air. Thanks.
I mean, it probably would make sense to just upload it straight, because if we keep getting content ID flagged every time, that just kind of makes a mess.
Yeah, I think the next time we'll just record it and then I'll upload it after, like we used to do with the Metal Hammer of Doom Extra. All right. I'm glad we all agree.
It's the Metal Hammer of Doom without the extra step.
Yeah. Tomorrow, Alexis Hannah will be doing a review of House of the Dragon. Tuesday, no Damn You Hollywood this week, but it's election day. So myself and Robert Winfrey will be providing election night coverage like we've done the last couple of years. It'll be a lot of fun. Nothing going up Wednesday. I had to reschedule that show. But Everyone Loves a Bad Guy, the MCU Part 2 will air on the 10th. That's a re-air from our Block Talk Radio days. And then Alexis Hannah will be back. She'll be doing a review of Cabinet of Curiosities Thursday night on November 10th. And then this weekend, we've got a pair of old shows that will be re-airing. The Damn You Hollywood for Jason Bourne, and then The Long Road to Ruin for the Jason Bourne trilogy with Matt Damon. And then Jesse's got some action for your traction. He's got Unspoken Issues, Punisher, Euro Hits. What else you got going on, Jesse?
That's about it, actually. I mean, if you could listen to the previous episode that dropped yesterday, Source Material Comics Podcast talked about Rise of the Black Panther, a series of 6 issues that came out in 2018, right around when the movie dropped of Black Panther, and it was a good read. Me and Evan Bevins tore it up. We had a good time, and I just might have an episode in the can. I got to do a little bit of editing for Garbage Pail Kids Origins. That is an issue that just dropped last month, and you want to talk about some interesting storytelling that's happening in there. Just imagine a Garbage Pail Kid actually existing in our universe.
Was it written at the pot convention Mark went to?
It's entirely possible. Some guy just doing shrooms, fucking working on his Garbage Pail Kid show.
Hey,
it's
actually good. It's good stuff. I liked it. And imagine, all those Garbage Pail Kids you've seen, but try and figure out a way to work superpowers into them. There you go.
Perfect. All right.
That's all.
Coop, you got anything?
Well, that one friend of mine still hasn't done more podcasts, but she is trying to get me to drive her around so she can try to put a bug on her sister-in-law's car because she does drunk driving. All right.
Well, we'll have 2 months to figure out how the format of this is going to work, because we're not doing it again until January 12th. But
really?
Yeah, I have a lot of shit to get done between now and then. But we will have more Whiskey Rebellion, so you will see all of our faces here. As far as old content, November 25th is one of our previous Turkey shows. We have Anthrax Stomp 442. One of the ones where Jesse and Rob took over on a day that I was actually hanging out with my family. Scar Symmetry, The Singularity, Phase 1, Neo Humanity. And then we have our Christmas show from years past, December 25th. We Wish You a Metal Christmas. Remember that?
Yeah. It's great.
Was I on that one?
A lot of holiday fun.
You don't remember shit. Okay, cool.
I remember
was it Heavisaurus? Heavisaurus was not involved.
I remember Heavisaurus, where I listened to the wrong album.
There's a whole other fucking show, you assholes. All right. For Jesse Starcher, good old Dick Titton. For Robert Cooper, hi Natalia. I'm Mark Radulich. Hope you've enjoyed this inaugural edition of the Metal Hammer of Doom Jukebox for whatever you got to hear. Be well, be safe, and behave.